Hello and welcome, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Welcome to your week ahead TarotScopes with me, Intuitive Rene. We are doing the week of the 17th to the 23rd of April 2023 using two glorious decks. I know I say that each week, but honestly, that's exactly how I feel. And this week more so because I have a brand new tarot deck that I collected on Friday from the post office. This deck was ordered in February and it only arrived now at the end of April, middle of April. So I'm so excited to work with this deck. I have not been able to put it down since I picked it up on Friday. This video is recorded on Saturday, so I have not been able to put it down, and I'm so excited to use it in this reading. This is let me just show you, it is the Unfolding Path Tarot, just showing you the silver foiling on the box. Isn't it gorgeous? The Unfolding Path Tarot. Loving this honestly, truly, and loving it. And I have partnered it or paired it this week with the Earthcraft Oracle. So the Earthcraft Oracle is a very beautiful 44 card deck. And the reason why I partnered or paired these two together is because they're both very supportive decks. They're both very grounding, very earth-based, and very supportive. And I wanted something that would work well with my Unfolding Path Tarot. And honestly, I'm blown away. So I've already recorded fire signs and earth signs. And oh my gosh, they just work so well together. Even though the art style is completely different, they really do talk so well. And when I put them on the table the first time upside down like this, ready to start recording, I noticed on the back of the cards that they both have this bottom left, top right kind of angle image. So again, just confirmation that they work so well together. In the last couple of weeks, we've started with the Oracle and then moved on to Tarot, but I'm super excited to work with the Tarot, so we're starting with the Tarot first this week. So I'm just going to move the Oracle off camera for a slight bit, and let's get shuffling on our Tarot. So air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. As I shuffle this deck, we're asking Spirit to connect with us. We're asking Spirit to help us with this reading, to make sure that the cards that we get are relevant, significant, and appropriate to each one of you for the week ahead. For all Gemini, for Libra, and Aquarius energy, what is the energy of the week ahead? Where does your focus need to be? What do you need to be mindful of and aware of for the week ahead? What is an important or significant message that each one of you need to hear for the week of the 17th to the 23rd of April? Okay, let's cut the deck and let's lay out some cards. So the first card we have is the gorgeous 10 of Pentacles, right? Putting that one over there. Next card we have is the 5 of Cups. We then have the Knight of Swords. And the last tarot that we're taking is the 6 of Swords. All right, so I'm going to put the tarot aside. Before I start interpreting those, I do want to just grab an oracle as well. So I'm just doing overhand on this one because it's not really much space on the table. And I don't want to destroy the cards, right? So looking for a single oracle to partner with the message that we have displayed on the table. Okay. Happy with that? Let's see. Which one? I want actually that one over there. That one over there. Right. Let's turn it over and see what we have. We have got card 5, which is talking about ceremony. Ceremony. Oh gosh, the colors. The colors, the colors, the colors. All right, so air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Let's get into your reading and see what this week ahead has in store for you. So we're starting off with the 10 of Pentacles. Now, as you can see with the 10 of Pentacles, we have got a beautiful family depicted here. We have got dad, we've got mom, we've got child, we've got baby, and we've got child, teenager, child, baby. Let me do it that way. They're standing and posing for a family photograph. Looks like we've got some celebrations, we've got some ceremony taking place. And if you've ever done this, if you've ever done family portraits, you know, it is quite an event. It is quite a ceremony, and it is something that stands for something. But what we're doing here is we're creating memories that are going to last a lifetime. It gives us something to look back on and to say, gosh, remember that time when this is what our family looked like and how happy we each were and how wonderful life was and things like that. But you also have to agree with me that when we pose, and I use the word pose on purpose, when we pose for family portraits, this is not necessarily a true depiction of the family. Well, you might find, and what I'm noticing here, looking at this artwork, mom is looking at the camera, dad's looking at the camera, the little girl's looking at the camera, but this person, this teenager, this youngster who's holding the baby is not engaging in the camera. So maybe there is an issue between him and her. Maybe there is an issue between teenager and parent. But we pose for the photo. We arrive, we stand, we smile, we do whatever, but it's not always a true depiction of the family dynamic. Okay, so it's interesting that stands out to me in this particular context. So I want to say to you with the Ten of Pentacles for this week, because remember, we're only looking at a couple of days. The Ten of Pentacles for this week is basically saying to you, you know, what is the image that you are portraying to the world versus what's really going on. Now, it's also interesting when I look at the rest of the cards, because here we've got this card of perfection, happy family, life is fabulous, you know, all of these things. But these three are painting a completely different story, actually the complete opposite. I want to bring ceremony into it, because ceremony could be saying that this is something that you are doing, that you're always putting on a front, always putting on a brave face and pretending like everything's great. That is almost like your ceremony. But the truth of the matter is what's going on behind the scenes is quite different to what we're showing to the outside world. And you're going to find yourself this week maybe being aware of, maybe coming to terms with, maybe seeing this for the first time. But let's just continue with the reading and see what message Spirit wants to bring through. So 5 of Cups. I mean, doesn't the artwork just speak for itself? She's not happy. She's not living her best life. If anything, she looks like she's a little bit fed up. She looks like she's ready to throw in the towel, ready to just say, you know what, I don't care anymore. You know, I get that kind of attitude from her. But she is disappointed, hurt, betrayed, all of those kind of emotions over these 3 cups in front here. So it's almost like she had put her heart and soul into these 3 cups, whatever those cups represent, whatever emotion those cups represent. So she had put everything that she had into that. And now that they're spent, now that they're empty, now that they have lost their life juice, she's like, okay, well, okay, anticlimax, like that wasn't fabulous. But what she isn't noticing is that there's always more, okay? But sometimes we can allow ourselves to be emotionally affected by an initial result instead of looking all around you to see the whole thing. So there's this like dark cloud hanging over her, okay? What I want to say to you about the 5 of Cups is, again, right now, based on what I've already said to you, you may be having a 5 of Cups. You may be thinking to yourself, my life is fabulous. I'm so, you know, I'm quite happy and content with my life. You know, I can tick all the boxes and everything's great. And now you're telling me that things are not so great. So, like, what's the point? Okay. So, so what may be happening for you is seeing that, you know, sometimes we can look at a situation and not see it for what it truly is. Okay, 5 of Cups is saying to you that nothing in life is ever going to work out perfectly the first time. Nobody has this idyllic, perfect life. Nobody. It's all ceremony. It's all show. It's all the things that we do. Okay, and posing for family photographs, it is part of that ceremony. Even when we're unhappy with ourselves or unhappy with others in our family dynamic, but pose for photos, we will. I'm not saying this week we must pose for photos, but I'm saying it's about understanding the dynamic of your life, of your reality, of your situation and circumstance. Are you convincing yourself that everything is great when maybe things are not so great? All right, let's have a look at our Knight of Swords. I just love his face. I mean, he's got like a little bit of sass. He's got a little bit of cheek. He's got a little bit of I don't care attitude. You know, his hair is a little bit, you know, he wants to be seen. He wants to be noticed. He's wearing a dark suit and he looks fabulous. And then that bright red tie, which just stands out, also says to you, look at me. Give me your attention. Okay, so he is a little bit of a little bit of acting taking place, if I can put it that way. He is swinging his sword. We can see all this energy. We can see the clouds. We can see the birds, and the birds seem to have like a little bit of chaos up in the air. You know, they're riding the I can't think what it's called, the thermals. They're riding the thermals, but they're all over the place. And he looks like he's up to no good. He looks like he is just, I'm doing what I want to do, and you know, to hell with anybody else. Knight of Swords is typically, though, about the stuff that happens in our head. Now, air signs, just in case you didn't know, that's you. You're all about the thoughts and the ideas and the strategies and, you know, the communication to achieve an outcome. You know, taking care of the bigger picture and looking after everybody and bringing everybody together, the strategy and the thoughts behind everything. So when I look at our Knight of Swords here, to me, it's like he's saying to you that, again, putting on that brave face, putting on that exterior, pretending that everything is fabulous, but actually trying to think on, trying to come up with methods on how to actually be the person you want to be, the person you're pretending to be, the person you are portraying yourself to be, when actually internally you are feeling the sadness, the disappointment, the loss, the etc. And I have to say that this next tarot is also a very interesting one, because it's the Six of Swords. So here we have this lady. Can I just show you that cute puppy? Like, I mean, who doesn't love a cute puppy? I'm just trying to make sure that, because it is so teeny tiny. I don't know what kind of puppy it is, but I want it in my life. Cutest thing. So this lady is walking in the water, right? She is the water. And we have this boat. There is a bag of stuff. There is a puppy. There is all of the swords here as well. And the swords, the puppy, and the bag all represent everything that's important to her. And she's got them in the boat. She is about to get in the boat, and she's looking in this way. Now, if we look at the background, so I want you to just look at the top half of the card. We've got the darkness, the dark, and you can see by all of these clouds and lines, and like it's like chaos. We've got all of that. And this side, we've got the light colors coming through. We've got the oranges and the yellows and the greens and the blues, and, you know, it's lightening up, darkness to light. And she's looking that way. She's looking towards the light. So the Six of Swords is the card of saying sometimes you have to leave behind the things that are causing you pain and discomfort, and you need to move towards what brings you happiness and joy, even if you don't necessarily know what that looks like. So let's put these 4 cards into perspective, because air signs, this to me is an important week for each of you. It really is an important, significant week for each of you. So we need to pay attention. We are wanting this perfect life. We are, you know, it's something that's relevant and important to you. And you may be pretending that life is okay. You may be putting on a really brave face and saying, you know, everything's okay, I'm okay, my family's okay, blah, blah, blah. But the truth of the matter is, it's not. Truth of the matter is, you are suffering. You are feeling heaviness, disappointment, okay? You've got, like always, trying to come up with ideas on what can I do to fix it? How can we overcome this? What can I do? Again, while still putting on that brave exterior. But maybe we need to actually let go of the past. We need to maybe let go of the things that are causing us pain and discomfort. And we need to give ourselves permission to move, to leave behind, and to progress. We cannot stay in this place, because the longer she sits there looking at what causes her pain, what causes her discomfort, disappointment, the longer it's going to take for her to see the opportunities that are awaiting for her. So it's about using your initiative, and it's about being innovative, and it's about finding solutions to your problems, so that we don't just have to pretend, so that we can actually be. I want to talk about ceremony, okay? So ceremony is basically, okay, so let's unpack the word ceremony. Ceremony is a process that an individual or a group of individuals go through to bring energies to a place or to a point so that we can achieve something fabulous, okay? So a wedding is a ceremony. A wedding, for example, and I'm not talking wedding here at all, but just to explain the term ceremony in a broad kind of context, a wedding is 2 people and a whole bunch of spectators with a person in a significant position of authority who is presiding over the ceremony, the union, the connection, the joining of 2 people as a single unit. Ceremony as a funeral, as an example, it is the ceremony of saying goodbye, of letting go, of letting that person move on to the next adventure in their life, in their soul existence, but in such a way that everybody benefits from the experience. All right. So to me, you've got to make a ceremony out of, for yourself, okay? Make a ceremony out of acknowledging what you are portraying versus what the truth is. Make a ceremony behind your actions or what you're going to do to change it, and then do it with gusto. Do it with gusto. Do it with enthusiasm, with passion, with all of those kind of things, so that you can move forward. I am going to read from the guidebook, because just to see if there's possibly something else that might want to come through from ceremony. There is a lot. I'm not going to read it all. I'm just going to give you a short little bit, but let's have a look and see what the book says about ceremony. A ceremony is a marked occasion that invites you to slow down, bringing magic, tradition, and sacred intention to your otherwise mundane routine. Ceremonies create an energetic space where you can turn inward to connect your inherent magic with that of the earth, taking the time to prepare and to do things right. Like a caterpillar spinning himself into a chrysalis, the caterpillar doesn't become a butterfly every day, and he is in no rush. He takes his time, following the proper steps, and when his transformational rite of passage is complete, he spreads his wings to share his magic with the world. Remade. I love that. I love that. You see now why I needed to read that, because it's about emerging remade. And I think that's exactly what you need to do this week, is you need to understand the process that you're going through, understand the shift that is taking place within you, do the things that are necessary, which is why we had the Knight of Swords. But you have to acknowledge first, do the things that are necessary, so that you can emerge remade. I love that. An important week for you, air signs. I do hope that this message just helps you to do the things that you need to do this week. As always, with much love and many blessings from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care, my air signs.